Ah, the year's over! Welcome to Curiosity Public. I am Dutch.
I am Jules.
Dylan.
Welcome, guys. Hey, another year has come to an end. 2021 is...
Dylan actually showed up.
It's either over
Time
or
flies.
it's very close to being over, depending on when you watch this.
Or it's a Happy New Year.
It's 2022.
But as we're looking to the new year, we decided to reflect back on 2021 and give you guys our best, our worst, our biggest disappointment, our greatest hits, and our biggest surprises.
That's a lot of categories. I thought there was only like 4.
Yeah, there are. I messed
4.
it up, but
That's
anyway,
like 3.
it's okay. We're going to start with our worst. Because why not? Let's start with the worst so we can get better. We're going to go through our worst spirits that we tried this year on our YouTube channel.
Does that mean like lowest scoring?
It means
in the
lowest
Ultimate
scoring.
Spirits competition?
It means the ones that we thought were just the worst upon reflection as well.
Ultimately, it's something that I would never buy.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. These are the 4 that I think none of us would ever buy.
I mean, like, you know, it's hard working, and it's hard to
Hard day's night.
Yeah, it's hard to earn money, and you're not going to waste money on this.
And we're going to start with our lowest scoring spirit all year.
Trapping him at 12.
Proper 12.
Wow.
With the hoodie on it.
Good. Keep that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Dylan, you scored this, what? A 7 or something?
I thought it was a 6.
A 6?
Out of 100.
I mean, I kind of wanted to like it because it was inexpensive. It was Irish whiskey. It's
Conor McGregor,
inexpensive.
man.
Are you
I
kidding
wanted
me?
to like it.
Are
Conor
you
McGregor.
kidding me?
It's triple distilled, man.
Like, I think the MSRP is like $40.
Look, they had a sweatshirt that would fit Dylan perfectly.
Yeah, $40. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'd give it an extra score on that, but no way. I mean,
It was bad.
it's telling because it's 40, and then they have it on sale for 29, and then you can now get it for like less than $20. So
He's producing a lot of commercials lately, though.
I don't care.
He's on TV.
This was horrible. Why was it horrible? Well,
I don't even remember it. Yeah. I don't remember it being completely unremarkable.
I just remember you had like the lowest score.
it had no flavor. It was very caustic. It was a insult to basically our Irish brethren. You can get basically
you were there for
Jameson.
like a week.
You can get a. Wait, I'm sorry. Who hung out with the T-Shock?
Oh,
All right.
snap. Fair enough.
You can get Jameson. I mean, you can get like phenomenal stuff coming out of the Middleton branded whiskeys. Just really disappointing.
Okay, let's
Happy
move on
New
to
Year!
our next worst. And in retrospect, more than more, I feel like this was a huge lost opportunity for Barton, Thomas More. Now there was a whole lineup of 3 different ones. We just grabbed one as an example here, and this I think is actually the one that I liked the best, which was this wasn't. I liked the
Chardonnay.
The Chardonnay. I thought it was the most interesting of them. This is the Cabernet one, but there were 3 of them. None of them hit the mark. We did a drink through of it. You can check out that video if you want.
It's still available at Venmo.
It sits on the shelves
There's
for good reason.
Why. Yeah,
Overpriced, finished bourbon that didn't.
Experimentation may have gone too far.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah.
I mean,
and for someone who likes to do these kind of like academic explorations,
we said it was academic, but then beyond that,
you weren't interested in it.
It wasn't great. Didn't work.
I mean, the set was available at Venmo and I got it passed.
Yeah. And then the next one is another celebrity one. Surprise, surprise. Blackened. The regular whiskey from Metallica.
Must have been painful for you.
Yes and no. I mean, I don't think I really had high expectations for it. In some ways, we knew Dave Pickerel was involved. We thought maybe this is going to be something pretty good. Really lackluster. I think what it was more than anything else is we're spirits nerds. And this was a spirit that was not for spirits nerds. This was for...
Well, it had a cool story.
It had a great story.
Because, they're feeding him music.
And you're going to get every Metallica fan that drinks at all to buy a bottle.
To get interested, yeah.
And they're probably going to drink it and be like, oh, I could totally sip on this.
Right.
And I think they got mission accomplished.
For the connoisseur.
For the spirits nerds like us, huge fail, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not worth the money. I don't know what it's doing. I know Jules loved the Willet combination, but aside from that...
You can check out our live stream where Jules praised the Willet Metallica collaboration.
But, boy, I mean, the bottle itself was lacking. You guys said that, right?
It was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, they had a lot of possibilities, but it's just lackluster.
Too bad. And then our final one, another really low-scoring product.
And another celebrity.
Another celebrity one, Bradshaw Bourbon.
I really wanted to like that, too.
I kind of did, too. And he's got a rye that just came out, so who knows? Maybe they hit the mark with that.
I mean, it's weird because there are some people on the Whiskey Tube that love this, right?
Some people. There's one person that you're referring to.
Yeah, basically, there's like, wow, this is the best thing since sliced bread.
If Terry Bradshaw is going to come on your show, you got to love it, right?
Oh!
But I mean,
because he'll never come on this show.
He'll never come on our show.
I mean, this is young. This is too expensive for that price, like for that age.
It's just grain upon grain.
It's just grain. It's rough.
It should have been priced a little more like.
I was gonna say, if this was priced, if it was like better, it would
$15
$12. Yeah, you like on the level of like Elijah Craig, or I'm sorry, Evan Williams,
Black Label Evan Williams.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it could have worked.
Yep. So there you have it, guys. These are the 4 worst bottles that we had this year on our YouTube channel. I'd say maybe aside from our live streams, these are ones that we actually produced content around that we really kind of came back to at the end of the year and said, hey, these were the worst of the worst. But now it's time to move on to our biggest disappointments.
Ooh, would you say that's worse than these?
No, we're not angry. We're just disappointed. This is anger.
All right, first up on our disappointment list, a bottle that actually didn't score very bad, but I think we had huge expectations for it, so it did let us down. Shibboleth. Surprising from Foursquare.
Square, you guys.
I mean, a lot to like on the numbers here. Foursquare, 16-year-old ex-bourbon, 112 proof. I mean, what's not to like about this?
And it's Foursquare. And
it looks great. And I mean, we tasted it and we all had the same reaction to it. I recently went back into it to see, hey, maybe my opinions should be different. Nope, it's exactly the same. Over oaked a bit. It sat a little too long in the barrels, I think. Still really tasty rum. Don't get us wrong.
Oh yeah,
still really very, very tasty rum. Probably better than a lot of the other stuff on the shelf. But you're spending a lot of money.
Right.
Well, and like Foursquare has other stuff that's on the shelf still that you could get that's better. Like
might be cheaper, right?
Yeah,
might even be cheaper. Just blows this out of the.
Yeah. So I think I think people got the wrong idea.
Yeah.
When we didn't give it a gold or whatever. I mean, it still scored very well in our scoring system. Just let us down a little bit.
Yep.
All right. Next up, one that I think always lets me down. Old Fitz.
Dang.
I know
the cool retro bottle. Dude.
One of the most beautiful bottles ever. And I mean, I like the old Fitz. We got there's a bottle back behind Dylan's head. You can't even see it there, but like that old style one. Yeah. I think that's an excellent low proof hitter. I mean, that is an easy sipper. Weeder. Fantastic product.
Big Weeder fans.
Like $8, $9 in Kentucky. Every time I go, I try to pick up a bottle. This stuff is hundreds of dollars. It's in a beautiful crystal decanter. And it just tastes like a
failed to hit the mark.
$40, $50 bourbon to me. Every one I've had. I've tried 3 different ones.
I don't even know if I'd go that high.
I have the 9-year.
$30.
We have the 14, 15.
We have the red
11.
label, the distillery exclusive one that missed the mark. I don't get it. I know there's people out there that love it, but I love the bottle. I just wish I liked the bourbon in it. It just doesn't work.
Right.
They've missed the mark somehow with that one. I think what did we score that at 69?
Was it that?
Yeah.
I guess it was, for some reason I thought it was lower, but.
Yeah, so considering price especially, that was a pretty big disappointment.
Yeah.
But come on, the bottles are incredible.
So cool. Oh, it's beautiful. It's basically like empty it out.
Yeah, use it again.
Use it again, yeah.
All right, and our final disappointment here, 818.
Oh!
Dylan, you picked this
really
as a disappointment. Why is this a disappointment,
It's not really disappointment.
Well, I mean...
You like Kendall Jenner?
This is like as expected.
I mean, Kendall Jenner's what is she?
She's Mexican, right?
I don't know. She wore those clothes.
She's a Hollywood darling, dude.
Yeah, it's a...
What movies has she been in?
Nothing. She's just like a model, and she's on TV, dude. The longest running reality TV show.
Yeah.
So you had high expectations? Who had high high expectations about 818.
Yeah, so
Dylan, you picked this. Explain
It
yourself.
wasn't disappointing. It was like, dude, this performed as expected.
Well,
Celebrity tequila.
for the price and for the hype, the reason I'll tell you the reason why. I'll tell you the reason why. It's winning all the competitions.
Okay.
Okay, it's winning.
So
Which means nothing to you normally.
If you
So
read,
why did you actually
if you read the
care?
promotional materials, it was a huge disappointment. I think we can all agree about that, right?
Right. I mean, like they were talking about this as the next thing, right? I mean, this is gonna beat out everything.
Yeah, but it is,
And then
though,
recently,
from a business point
whoa,
of view, it's
recently
kicking
there
butt.
was a online establishment, I guess is the best way I can describe it. Did some blind tasting, and I think this won out, right?
Up rocks.
Yeah, beat that.
Why?
But
They did that. They were
them
wrong.
out.
It's okay.
they got that, and then that's why I was like, okay, everybody is saying this is the best thing, but this is a disappointment because I don't think it meets up to those expectations.
This was as expected.
Typical
For a
celebrity.
tequila, celebrity
Typical
tequila.
tequila celebrity. Celebrity tequila from.
Don't get me wrong, man. I mean, yeah, sure, she's selling all kinds of whatever. It's
But
like
people
in
miss
millions.
the point too. That the disappointment here is that these products hurt tequila because they use up agave that's undermatured.
Well, that and then
And they
this will
mass-produce it.
probably a gateway, tequila for a lot of.
And they're gonna get the wrong
And they're
idea.
going to get the wrong idea of what tequila actually should taste like or can taste like, and sad.
All right, guys, let's move on to our biggest surprises of the year. Okay, biggest surprises. Number one on the list.
Surprise!
Dewars 32. I mean,
you guys should be surprised because considering you guys love Dewars White, right? I heard that you drank that a long time ago.
well, for me, going from
during parties you did not invite me.
going from cheap Dewars to this kind of Dewars is a huge
That
surprise.
was a huge
If all you've ever had is old school white label cheap Dewars,
I just didn't know they even had this in them.
yeah, I didn't.
I
either.
thought it was going to. I thought it was going to stink because
It's like McDonald's making a fine dining experience.
For real.
And you're
But like,
holy
no,
crap,
guys.
they nailed it.
Like 3 Michelin rated, experience.
no, because it won so many awards. We said, okay, definitely not going to be bad. It's going to be bad, right? But
Hey, they knocked it out of the park.
very
Amazing
surprising.
product.
Very surprising.
All right. Next up is a tequila artenom 1146. I don't think that we really had particular expectations for this. I certainly didn't. And then I tasted it and was just kind of blown away. I mean, it scored a solid gold for us. Excellent tequila.
I think that's why it was a surprise because, you hear
Good price.
familiar with the brand and stuff, but then to put it to our scoring competition, I mean,
I think it's also a surprise because they release so many different types, right? They have different independent bottling of various NOM numbers and things like that, and this just kind of came out of nowhere. And
Yeah, it's a fantastic one. I mean, if anybody's interested in kind of the way the barrel can influence a tequila, for not breaking the bank either, I think you get a good taste of what aged tequila can really do. So,
great gift.
Great gift. Do we have the box? The box is fantastic.
You have the box. Yeah, exactly.
It comes in this slide lid.
Yeah,
You
so
know.
cool. I mean, you don't even have to wrap it.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's got its own wrapper. Fantastic. Next up is Lobos. Another tequila. Why was this a surprise?
Because it was celebrity tequila, dude.
And it wasn't bad. It was interesting. I don't know that I liked it as much as you guys.
surprising doesn't necessarily mean
Right.
Doesn't mean good.
or bad.
Yeah, true.
So
was a surprise.
What was surprising about this is that a lot of people would use like these artificial additives and things like that to achieve certain things. What they went and they finished it in PX, right? And it really kind of smoothed out the edges and
It mellowed out the additives.
and I felt like the you start to see the changes like in Patron. Patron is doing
they're doing the
PX, the sherry,
PX sherry. So this was a surprise. I thought it was going to be complete garbage, but it was.
You liked it?
It was drinkable.
It's your Christmas gift then.
Drinkable. I already got my Christmas gift. I don't know if that episode's gonna come out before or after, but whatever.
You can't say anything.
All right, guys. Next up is Remus Batch 5.
Now this is not your surprise. It's not their surprise, but
No.
I think
definitely a surprise
my
for me.
surprise has been everybody else's reaction to this.
Yes. Same.
So I do find it surprising. I mean, I think I liked it. I just didn't necessarily understand why it was like.
It was, dude.
It's
and
good.
it was also, I mean, the hype behind that was crazy.
The hype has become crazy, and I think I understand. You know, it's a price availability thing,
Right?
And certainly not bad, but I feel like people were treating
Not
it like
great.
it should have been a diamond
They're saying
on our
it's
system, and I don't
great.
get that personally. Explain yourself.
I mean, I thought it was good. What I liked about this is, you know, I'm still exploring the MGP stock, right? And not only was this an academic experience in that, you know, you're getting a lot of these well-aged barrels getting, you know, blended together. I thought they did it surprisingly well. I think it's more like I expected it to be a complete disaster.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
And I was not only satisfied, but surprised that it was really good. Because, again, mixing it up, usually what happens is that one flavor profile skews and it kind of overwhelms. It didn't really do that. Yeah. And so hats off to them.
Instead, it just went everywhere.
I really thought it was good. You know, I definitely, you know, have backups. I have backups. And so, yeah, that was a surprise for me.
All right. Our final surprise of the year, Foursquare. 2009. Another one Dylan picked.
Yeah.
Certainly not a bad Foursquare, but I think it was surprising given the track record of 2007, 2008.
I was surprised because I like this more than you guys. And I like this more than I thought I was going to. And
certainly good still.
And again, the reason was, I know you guys didn't like it, but I liked it because of the pivot. I thought there was a slight skew in how he wanted to present this offering, and I actually thought it was really interesting. And that's the key word, interesting. So
it should be really interesting.
You're supposed to take a shot after
interesting releases according to Dylan.
Fruit. So yeah, that was the surprise for this release, and I still enjoy it.
Still a really good one. I mean, I think these are all surprises, but I'd say with the exception of the Lobos, I would still recommend all of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
With you there. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to the ones that we all agree were the greatest bottles we drank this year. All right. First up, a repeat appearance from Dewars 32. I mean, it is now our highest scoring ever on our leaderboard. I mean, it floored us all. I think that's the only way to put it.
This was seriously like the unicorn for me. I mean, unbelievable. And the unicorn score.
Yeah.
How can someone make Dewars white?
Make this. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like McDonald's making.
It's almost like the ripping you off because look at the bottle.
Yeah, and then
half the size.
And we talked about this, or I talked about this during the review. That
incredible.
I've had the 27, and then I had the 21 or something like that, and this one just doesn't come close.
Yeah.
And so that's why I would say, I endorse this one.
Surprise.
Okay, next up, guys, another one that really blew us all away, and I don't know that I expected it to blow us away so much. Hibiki 21. Just if you want to talk about velvety mouthfeel,
I was surprised.
Delicate balance that just
dude, the refinement from the Japanese. Come on,
it was amazing.
It's in the bottle. Yeah,
I mean, I wanted to
balance.
I wanted to hate it
too. Balance
because it's so damn
expensive.
Yeah. It's so damn expensive, and I still don't think it's worth the price people pay for it. But I love the fact that we were able to experience tasting it.
Yeah,
it is good.
Undeniably good. One of the best experiences of the year.
But we shouldn't hype it anymore because it doesn't deserve it. Next up, guys, one that I think is a amazing bottle, Doc Swinson Batch 9. Again,
surprise.
Still one of our highest rated products on our leaderboard. A huge surprise. I mean, there's a lot of 15-year-old stuff that came out, and I think this one was kind of head and shoulders above.
Calumet, Doc, Sweden's Coast 13.
I mean, enough of them.
Knob 15.
Knob 15. I mean, it really just... I think this is the one that, regardless of how I might do in blinds, when you sit down and analyze it in a vacuum, it just, for our criteria, it ticked so many of the boxes so well. And
I felt like we got lucky.
With Batch 9?
Because I think you get that honey barrel component, and I love that. I mean, that's why people chase after the Pappy Van Winkle, right? As much as people hate it, love it. I mean, it's like it's this weird situation. Yeah. But the reason why they chase after that is because that initial flavor of that honey drop on your palate, you get that from this release, and so that was a surprise, and it is surprisingly good.
Absolutely,
for sure.
All right, and our final greatest bottle of the year, Highland Park cask strength. Woo! Quite frankly, it could be batch 1 or batch 2. Doesn't really matter. I think batch 2 was the one that came out this year, so amazing stuff. I mean, especially when you factor in price, it's fairly available.
It's around.
And
see it on the shelf.
That is a killer scotch. Every time I think about what scotch would I recommend to people, I fall back on that.
Yeah, so a quick anecdote. I was at the large chain liquor store. I think I told the story in another video, but...
Too long already.
Well, so I was trying to help somebody. Okay?
Don't care.
This gentleman asked the associate. The associate didn't know what to recommend, and... this person just kind of recommended
random... Do you know I'm a YouTube?
No, you know what? No. This person recommended something. I'm not going to say the name, but it was just horrible, right? So the guy was grabbing for it, and I said, hey, listen.
I have to intervene.
Like, what do you... I go, what do you like?
Teachable moment, guys.
Right. And you know what I said? I said, I go, I don't work here, but I just want to like, what do you like? And he goes, well, I want high proof. And I said, what's high proof to you? He said, anything above 43. It's like, what does that mean? Like 46? Because I'm talking like, super high. He's like, I want to try like super high proof. I go, well, super high proof means maybe like 50, 60%. And he goes, yeah, I like to do that. And I said, so what do you drink? I was like, I drink a lot of Johnny Walker Blue. I said, what do you like about Johnny Walker Blue? He said, well, I like that sweetness, but I like that little peat, right? So I said, whoa, okay, I have something for you. I wanted to grab this. This was sold out. And I tried to find an alternative. The only alternative was the single barrel one, and I was like, okay, this is a little bit more than he wanted to spend. So then I looked the shelf. I was trying to figure out, okay, what has a little bit of peat but has this high of a proof in it? Nothing.
Yeah.
So I ultimately ended up recommending the Aberlar Abuna, but that doesn't have the peat. And I told him, I said, look, I'm sorry, this is high proof, but this doesn't...
More sherry.
This is unique.
Yeah.
I mean, on the shelf, I gotta say, after that experience, I said, okay, I appreciated this more.
Yeah. So it's a fantastic one. I mean, when I look at this lineup, I feel like kind of expected given the age and the price. Yeah. Kind of expected given the age. This one, it's the only one that's not age stated. Really, and I don't...
Kind of young, too.
Kind of young, maybe. Yeah. And it overperformed, I think. Definitely the bargain of the group as well. The cheapest one on the table.
Sure. And available.
And I think all of these excellent products, and 2 diamonds here, 2 golds. What a great year, guys.
Woo. But the word is out on this one, because this one...
Yeah, it's starting to disappear. Yeah. All right, guys, there you guys have it. Our year in review. Jules, take us out.
Caps off 2021 for us. Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let us know how you feel. Subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. Also, if you want to help our channel out, please consider joining Curiosity Private, our membership program here on YouTube. We're also on Patreon. It's a great way to help us. T-shirts as well. We got 2 T-shirt shops now, guys. Talk about doubling up for the year. Links will be in the description.
It's not that impressive.
I know. Well, availability. Come on.
Price.
And there you go. And we have a podcast on all the major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
Goodbye, 2021.
I like it here, like, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Did you do it backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
We forgot to mention how smooth this is.
I know. Why aren't you saying everything is smooth?
It says right here, smoothness.
Oh, God.
Ultimate smoothness.
I can't knock them for that only because, like, the box it came in is amazing.
No, you know what, though? There's another anecdote where I helped somebody at another large chain liquor store. Elderly gentleman. He was looking for he was looking for the Glenfiddich 18 year.
The Glenlemon.
But then the old bottling, I think, is gone. It's the newer ones available in stock this year. And he couldn't find it. And he kept saying like, I'm looking for the. He showed me this. I'm looking for the Glenfiddich. And I said, oh yeah, Glenfiddich over there. The bottle changed and stuff like that. And he was like, oh,
you mean Glenlivet?
Glenlemon? No, Glenfiddich.
So
then anyway.
So you told me you bought a lemon?
I ain't got no lemon. That Toyota of Orange.
Oh, jeez.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.